Yeah, this is a smart idea. Hey, what's going on? This is Jack Milocco for Beardbrand. And today, I'm gonna try and cut my own hair. So, we have a lot of barbershop videos on this channel and I edit every single one of them. And I think I've learned a thing or two about cutting hair. But usually we leave this to professionals. But today, I'm gonna get a little bit stupid. Don't try this at home, kids. I've never cut my own hair before, so let's just see how this goes. Today, I'm gonna be trying to give myself a variation of the executive contour. You might have seen me get this with Ricky Hernandez down at South Austin Barbershop. So hopefully, this turns out kind of similar to that. We're not gonna mess around with the back too much, no taper or anything like that. Just a kind of conservative executive contour variation, all right? So, let's go over our tools real quick. We've got the Wall Magic Clip cordless with 6 different guards ranging from an 8 guard all the way down to a 1. I'm gonna be using the Beardbrand travel brush as sort of my little fade brush / comb. I'll use the Beardbrand scissors, styling balm to style it at the end from Beardbrand, and of course, a little homemade water in a Tito's bottle, all right? Let's do this. Get a good shot of that. What we'll do first is we'll start with an 8 clip. You can always take off more. So we're gonna open that completely, start with the sides and just see where that gets us. Oh God, this is a bad idea. I'm scared. Here we go. We're just gonna start on the sides and see how much that takes off. Okay, that actually took off a bit more than I was expecting, but let's keep going. And we'll just kind of rock this as we go. Getting it all through here. We're probably gonna, wow, that was a lot that time. We'll just kind of rock that as we go, flicking it out. Make sure we get the back where most of the hair is concentrated. Now I've got nothing in my hair at the moment, so what you see is literally just my hair shampooed and conditioned. And I probably should have put on a cape for this, but too late now. This is where it's gonna get a little bit interesting, because I gotta do the back. And I can't really see what I'm doing, but I'll just put my faith in the clippers. Yep, that's taking off a bit more hair than I was expecting with the 8, but that's all good. This is actually my first haircut since, well, official haircut since probably January. We're in May now, so do the math. Do this other side. It's like raining hair. All right, let's see how we're doing. So there's still quite a bit of hair on the sides, and well, I am kind of getting into the area that I like. I'm still not that happy with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this 8 and see how that gets us. Now, this should, in theory, take off a little bit more, but maybe we'll need to drop down to a 6 in a second, but let's see. Yeah, see, that's not taking off nearly as much as I need, so let's go big, go down to the 6. We're not messing too much with the top right now. I'm probably gonna go back in there with the scissors and see what we can do with that, but that's for right now. Let's open the 6 all the way, go back into those sides. Still not that much coming off, honestly. I think we did a bit more damage with that 8 than I was expecting, so we're coming back in here. Still flicking out and just taking off some of that weight. Now hopefully I can bring it up to here. That's right about where I part my hair. So let's take this through here. And again, still not cutting off that much hair. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. Really get that in there. Normally guys will do this when their hair is pretty wet, but mine's still pretty damp from the shower this morning, so I'm doing decently well here. Might need to wet it down in a minute. Yeah, I can feel like there's quite a bit back here still. There we go. Whew. Wow, there is just hair all over my neck, going all down my shirt. This is awesome. Wearing my brand new shirt. How are we doing, guys? Let's see. Actually, not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I think we can do a little bit more. So we're going to stick with that on the sides for right now. Now we're going to go back to the, well, let's see. Tell you what. Let's wet down the top of the hair. See how we're doing upstairs. See how much length we've got going on there, and then we'll assess whether or not we need to take off a little bit. All right? What are we doing? There we go. Okay. Don't want it soaking wet, but just enough to where you can actually get an assessment of how much is there. So I'm going to use the travel brush to kind of push that back. Now, I don't want to lose too much up here because you can see where my hair naturally wants to part, and I want to keep that. And I need to keep the length in order to push it all the way over. This is a good hairstyle for guys who've got widow's peak haircuts or hairlines like me. All right. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I'll bust out my mirror, take a little bit closer look, see how we're doing. And you know what? We're actually doing pretty well in terms of there. So I'll tell you this. What we'll do is we'll go in here, kind of clean up this a little bit with the scissors, and then we'll assess the top, all right? Bust out these guys. And using my mirror, I'm gonna try and get that nice and symmetrical. Ooh. Hang on there. Let's see back there. Taking careful measures not to cut off my ear. Yeah, there we go. Oh, now see, I missed a spot right there, but maybe we can just take that off with the scissors. Yeah, there we go. Get out of here. See, easy as that. Cool. Oh, there's still a little bit more. Hang on. Yeah, this is a smart idea. There we go. Cool. Okay, let's do the other side now. Careful not to cut off the ear. Cut into the hairline too much. Now I can see that my beard is kind of getting a little bit unruly there on the cheek line, but we're not going to mess with that today. We're just going to focus on the hair. Because I know how to cut my own beard, but I do not know how to cut my own hair. But I feel like this is going decently well so far. Sweet. Okay, let's see. Now, the one thing I really struggle with my own hair is these little baby hairs. You can see my hairline is kind of pushing back as I get older. So what I think we'll do is we'll go in with the no guard and try and take off some of those little hairs before we get into the top. Because as it stands, I kind of like the length on the top, and since I don't have any debulking shears with me or any texturizing shears, I don't want to cut into that with the hair or with any sort of normal scissors or any normal clippers. So we might end up leaving this on the top, but we'll see once we take care of these little baby hairs in the front. So completely closing the no guard wall magic clip using my little mirror. We're going to push back my hairline as far as possible with the brush, see where those little baby hairs lie, and then snip off as many as we can. Okay. Now this is where I could royally screw this up, so hang tight. Okay, we're just gonna go in really gently here. It may not look like I'm even taking off anything, but I'm just getting those little baby hairs. And just a little bit. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Push this back a little bit. And while they're still there, to some respect, especially in this area, I don't know if I really trust myself to push that back any further. I could end up really making my hairline look a lot higher than it needs to be. And I'm sure not too many barbers agree that I should even be doing that in the first place. All right, so now what we'll assess is, let's see if we can't, well, let's see if we can't sharpen up this line real quick. I'll take the scissors, go in here and just sort of chop right into that. Because this is where I don't want it to be too long. And I will really play a dangerous game by putting my non-dominant hand with the scissors and my dominant hand with the, yeah, that's not gonna work. That's a little bit too dicey. Okay, let's go this way. Especially back here, where you can see these bigger hairs. Just gonna snip those off. There we go. Cutting just barely into that. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. So, next, what I'll probably need to do is clean up the back neckline. Now, I said we weren't going to taper it, but we do need to clean it back up, because if I look in the mirror, I can see that it's okay, but I think we can do a better job. So what we'll do is I'll hold this above myself, because I really want to do this myself, and with the no guard, we'll just attempt to almost just block that off in a square kind of way. All right, do not try this part at home. Yeah, let's see. Just cleaning that up. Not pushing it up too high. Taking care of what I call the little devil wings back there. Now, I used to have a mole back there, so the hair growth isn't completely uniform. All right. That's a little bit more clean, at least from what I can see. All right. And you know what? I'm kind of liking this length up top. I might go in there and just point cut real quick, and then we'll put some styling balm in there and call it a day. Okay, so this is where my skills do not show. I'm gonna go in like some barbers do and just kind of assess how much I want to take off, and using just this as like a guide, just kind of cut into that. Now what this is doing is essentially just getting all the length a little bit more uniform. And we'll just kind of start here, see where a guideline kind of is, and just cut into that. Okay, do the same back here, see where the longest part is, there, and just keep cutting into that. And hopefully what this will do is, because I'm doing it so rough, is give me a little bit of a chop, kind of a texture that I might not have had before. Because if you let your hair just continuously grow out, you're going to find that you get a lot of split ends. And I'm probably getting a lot of that up here. So I'm just cutting off just the ends. And there we go. Just seeing if everything is kind of uniform. Okay, let's get some styling balm in there and see how we're doing. All right? So, There we go. A little Tree Ranger styling balm. Smells good. Gonna do about that much. Get that in the hands all warmed up. And I'm gonna put this in from the back and just really get that into all of the hair. Because if you start from the front, you're only gonna concentrate it in the front. I want this to go through the whole thing. Okay, here we go. Kind of form that line there with my hands. I'll go back in with a brush in a second and really refine that. Okay, here we go. So, not the best, but honestly, this went a lot better than I thought it was gonna go. Yeah, that'll work. Now, typically on an executive contour, you're gonna wanna fade out the sides. But, as I said, we're gonna keep this kind of conservative because I've not shaped up my own fading yet. So, I think this will do it. Let's run the fingers through there. Here we go. Not too bad, not too shabby actually. So we did the 6 on the sides, fully open I believe. Went around here with the scissors, blocked this off in the back. Took just a little bit out of the top of the point cut. Went through here, took off some of these baby hairs. Man, I think we're good to go on that one. Okay, not so bad. So what we'll do now is maybe jump over to an actual barber and see if they can fix this back up. But guys, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you subscribing. And until I see you next time, hey, keep on growing. Right before this, I got a hair, or gave myself a haircut. And I kind of want to see what you think of it. Like, how do I do?
Heyo, what's up, guys? Did you know that Beardbrand has stuff not only for your beard, but also the hair? In fact, got some shampoo and some conditioner. Amazing stuff that's going to get your hair game at the same level as your beard game. Check it out over at beardbrand.com.